Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. So let's see. Today we'll skip exercise because something new today. I registered for gym membership, the fitness center. Yeah, yeah. Why? Because I realized that running in parks, right? It's the thing is the summer is coming, springtime is coming, so there'll be more and more people in the park. And when there are too many people in the park, I cannot run, right? So that's why I purchased the gym membership so that I can run on the running machine. I prefer running outside, but I run during my lunchtime, and I cannot go too far from my workplace. And the gym center, fitness center, is not too far away. It's still in the city. And the parks in the city, it get way too get crowded during lunchtime and especially during springtime and summertime. Okay, so that's why I purchased this gym membership, and I went there for the first time this evening and did some running, muscle exercise. So I don't think I need any exercise this evening. So okay, okay, yeah, yeah, it was great. It was nice gym. How much per month? About $15 per month. $15 per month. Okay. Yeah, basic membership. Yeah, that's very, very good price. And also, yeah, I went there for the first time and I felt like I'm at home. I came back home because ever since I was like 19 years old, gymnasium, fitness center have been part of my life all this more than 2 decades. Yeah, I love going to gym, um, do the dumbbells and weight training and stuff. But unfortunately, they don't have the gym membership I purchased from. They don't have punch bag. Nowadays they don't have punch bag. Typically don't. Back in the days they used to. Okay, so they don't have punch bag, but that's fine. Yeah, and also it was very great to see people. I mean, I go to work, I see people there. I go to Walmart, I see people there. But I went to gym and I see people there too, and it was very nice. I go to parks, I go see people there too. But in the gym, yeah, of course, yeah, it's mandatory masking. I have to wear a mask. I did it. I did. Okay, and yeah, it's good to see people. It was nice. Okay, we take 5 minutes break. Okay, and after we come back, I'm sorry, we have to do some mathematics because yesterday I made an error. I have to correct it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was very nice. Gymnasium. Okay. Ah, yes, snows are melting. So, I found a whiteboard I think I can erase safely, but yeah, we'll erase this. Uh, well, before that, let's correct my error. Let me correct my error yesterday. Alright. Well, we're gonna correct it in the new I mean erased whiteboard. Okay. The error I made was when I was finding that limitation. Uh, Before I erase this, let me take a picture of this real quick. All right. Ooh, it's cold. Okay. Uh, this is easy enough. I can replicate this in the paper without too much difficulty at all because this is just a pyramidal demographics curve case, and we're just integrating it. Uh, so before we get to that erratum correction from yesterday, some humanological note here. So copium flow reversal. Okay, so it could be good, it could be bad. Okay, so natural direction of copium flow. It could be good, it could be bad. Okay. Um, Positive copium going up, negative copium going down. Okay. Positive copium going up is like obey your parents, obey your employers, obey your king, obey the authority. Okay, so that's that. So it's a good thing. It's a good order. Okay, and uh, it's the natural direction of copium flow. Okay, negative copium coming down. That's more like discipline. As student, we obey our teachers, and they discipline us, give us homework assignment. Well, in U.S. Army, right? We do push-up, sit-up, two-mile run. Okay, because we are young. We need to be disciplined. Okay, so that's that. Uh, for copium reversal, hot copium coming down. It's like parents loving their children, okay? Or wealthy people giving money to poor people, right? Yeah. Charity, which is a good thing. Okay? Now, negative copium, just copium flow reversal, okay? Negative copium going up, that's good. It could be good, it could be bad. Bad part, yeah, rebellion, okay? Mutiny, insurrection, those are bad, okay? Because it create chaos. Okay? Now, negative going copium going up, good case. That's where like we do metaphysical rebellion against Mr. Einstein, Mr. Sigmund Freud, Mr. Karl Marx, Mr. Alfred Marshall, Mr. Georg Cantor. That's a good thing. Why? Because we are correcting that. Okay. Yeah. Now, in natural copium flow, negative copium going down. When is it bad? Abuse. Okay. Yeah. So, and we're gonna correct this thing, okay? And we do some mathematics, and we continue to talk about Buddhism, okay? because bullyism is very interesting topic. I mean, I understand it's not a it's very uncomfortable topic to talk about, but let's talk about it now then. It's like this: bullies, school bullies. Uh, they are bullies. They bully upon other kids because they've been bullied at home. So they have some problem issues in their house, probably their parents, their siblings. Okay, that's how where they learn how to bully others. Okay, yeah. So bullies are bullies, school bullies, because they have some issues within their household, some domestic abuse, domestic violence, domestic problem. Okay, so they learned how to bully in their homes, maybe their siblings, their parents, grandparents, whoever. Okay, and that's how they learn how to bully. And when they come to school, they're bullies. Okay, so they're kind of like unfortunate. Yeah, basically they're yeah unfortunate people. Okay, with some violence going on, domestic issues in their homes. Most likely their parents. Okay, so huh? so so they are bullied at home by their parents, most likely, and that's why they come to school and they bully other kids. So everybody gets bullied by somebody. It's very circular concept. Okay, it's copium predation, copium transfer. Okay, some bad kind of copium transfer. Okay, yeah, and so when I was bullied when I was in middle school, like seventh grade, for a year, and other kids, well, they couldn't do anything. Why? Because they were two big guys. Okay, so other kids they were afraid of them. Two big guys. Okay, who bullied upon me. Okay? So they wouldn't do anything. Why? Because they were scared themselves. They just felt lucky that they were not bullied by them. Okay? Yeah. So, so why do people in Latin America join drug gang organizations? Because if they don't join them, they'll be a target by drug gangs. So to protect themselves, they join the gangs. Like in school bullyism, right? In order to not be bullied upon, they join the bullies. Okay, yeah. It's horrible, right? It is. And in Middle East, why do they join ISIS? Terrorist organization. ISIS, Al Qaeda, Taliban. Why? Because if they don't join them, they become a target. They get picked on. They get bullied upon. So they join the bullyistic organization. Okay. So when I was bullied in seventh grade, this so-called class vice president, okay, this so-called class president, these student leaders, what did they do? Nothing. Maybe they joined the audience. When I was bullied, yeah, other people, it's a great show, entertainment event. Okay. And when I was bullied by these two guys, it's a show. It's like live performance, comedy. It was not fun to me, but I guess other guys they enjoyed watching me being bullied upon. Okay. And two of them, yeah, class president, class vice president. Yeah, maybe they enjoying watching the show, me being bullied upon. Okay, I don't know what became of them. Okay, maybe they became politicians. Who knows? Hmm? Horrible, right? They didn't do anything when I was being bullied upon. Right? Maybe they turned their face away. Horrible, horrible. I mean, other guys, I can understand they're afraid of these two big bullies. So they're afraid of them. But class president, class vice president, they have some power, right? But at the same time, we are like what 13 years old, 12 years old. Okay, so maybe they're afraid of those two big bullies too. But it was very good experience for me. Why? Because after I gained some power and strength, yeah, nobody bullied upon me. But they would bully upon others. And I stopped them. Because I did not want to be those two guys when I was in seventh grade, class president, class vice president, who did do nothing when I was being bullied upon. I wanted to be different from those two guys. So that's why when I gained the power, when bullies happen, when some strong guys pick on smaller guys, I stop them. Okay. Because I did not want to be just like those guys, so-called leaders who do nothing when poor people are being bullied upon. Okay. So it's good that it happened to me, made me a better person. Okay. It was, I'm sure it was God's divine design to teach me a life lesson. Right? Right? All right. Yeah, bullies, but the way I look at them is they're kind of like drill sergeants, okay? They strengthen us, okay? Yeah, I was strengthened by them, two big guys. They grew up in tough neighborhood, tough household, so they grew up to be stronger guys, right? And I was kind of weak. I was lazy, right? So yeah, they strengthened me. They made me a man. Yeah, so I thank God for this bullism experience. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was a victim of bullism. I was more like a disciplined and educated by these school drill sergeants that we call school bullies. Okay, I'm glad it happened. Okay, it made me a stronger person. Okay, so it kind of made me a man. All right, so yeah, I'm glad it happened. Oh yeah. Later on, after seventh grade, we kind of became friends. Okay, later on. Okay, because they kind of brought me up to their level. I didn't become bully like they were, but they kind of brought me up to their level. Strong man. Okay, so I'm glad it happened that way. Yeah, that's good. Hmm. Yeah, and I forgive them, forget them. Okay, we're all kids. Okay, it's no problem, no big deal. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we will. I'll correct my error. Yes, I made yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it's trial and error. Okay. Yeah, mistakes. We are bound to make mistakes because we are only human. It's human condition, right? Yeah. As long as we learn from our mistakes, it's all cool. Right? All right, let's take 5 minutes. Mm. Okay. So yeah, just like some of my friends very wisely said, yeah, we get energy from people, right? I didn't say it. Some of my friends, very smart friends of mine, said that. Okay, and yeah, we do. Yeah, I mean, in human we call it copium transfer, right? But yeah, I went to gym in a long time. Last time I went to gym, that was like 3 years ago when I was a computer programmer. Okay, for state of Alaska, I was state government employee as a computer programmer. Okay, they had gym in the building. It was a very big building. Okay, state government building. They had in-house gym for free. Okay, so I would go there during my lunchtime. Okay, that was like 3 years ago. So back then it was free because it's in-house gym. All right, not a big gym, of course. Just you know, space where there are weights and you know. But so now I'm paying for it because now I'm kind of civilian, I guess. So gym membership, and then it was good. Yeah, people doing exercise, right? Yeah. So I got this fresh vibe, right, from people who exercise. So that was very refreshing. Good looking people, except tattoos. Okay, I don't like tattoos. Okay, but hey, we have our differences. We all have our vices, right? I mean, nowadays, well, it's kind of went down, but a couple of months ago, anti-Asianism in America, right? Some Americans, like 0.01% of Americans, okay, they bully upon Asians, right? Blaming coronavirus to Asians, okay, which is nonsense, okay. And he started in China, but he could have started anywhere, okay. I mean, yeah, China has its own vice. They eat strange animals, poached animals, illegally hunted animals. That's China's vice. So some young people in America made fun of Asians eating dogs, right? Eating dogs in Asia, is it a vice? Uh, it could be seen that way. Have I eaten dogs? Yes, yes. How many? How many times? About 3 times. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have eaten dogs, yes. About 3 times. Once, yeah, it was a medicine, okay? Yeah, it was kind of like Eastern medicine, but is it scientifically sound? Maybe, maybe not, okay? Maybe it's superstitious, maybe it's unscientific. I don't know, but because when I was young, yeah, I think I was recovering from some illness. Okay, so it was some Eastern medicine. Yeah, you eat a dog. Okay, so some other occasions, yeah, eating dog as some kind of naughty experience. I did not like the taste though. Okay, will I eat dogs again? No. Why? I did not like the taste. Okay, yeah. Is that the only reason? Uh, Maybe I have become more Americanized, I guess. So maybe I developed this objection to dog eating, whatever. All right. But koshers, Jews, okay, Orthodox Jews, koshers, and Muslims, they do not eat pork. It's their religious tradition, Abrahamic religion, okay? They don't eat pork because pork eating is expressly forbidden in book of Leviticus, some Old Testament, okay? So they don't eat pork. In Hinduism, they don't eat beef. India, okay? Hinduism, they don't eat beef. In Buddhism, they don't eat meat. They're like vegetarians, vegans. Okay? They're not vegans, but I think they're allowed to eat, to drink milk. Okay. I think even Hindus are allowed to drink milk. So why do Hinduism, Hinduists do not eat beef? Because to them, beef, I mean, cows are mother figure because they give them milk. So I guess they are allowed to eat, I mean, drink milk. So they are not vegans, but they are vegetarians. Not exactly. Hinduists, I think they eat chicken and eggs. Okay? But they don't eat beef. Americans, they don't eat dogs. Because in America, yeah, they see dogs as their best friends, men's best friends. Okay. So when I was about 10 years ago, I guess I was in the army or something. Okay. So we army guys, we talk about anything. Okay. I was a U.S. Army soldier. Okay. So me and my army buddies. Okay. Or later on, when I was in law school, I guess, yeah, me and my veteran friends in civilian setting. Okay. Just bunch of single guys. Okay. We talk about anything. Okay. And I was in America, and they are my American friends. Okay, so yeah, a joke. Okay, yeah, a PG sorting material. Okay, so they would ask me, okay, yeah, uh, have you eaten dogs? I said, yes, guilty as charged. What does it taste like? Oh, it tastes like your best friends. And we had a good laugh. Okay, so we're single guys. Okay, we guys, we talk about anything. Okay, it's just between close friends. Okay, guy friends. Yeah, we are masculine and we talk about anything, okay? So between army guys or when I after I'm army, when between my veteran friends who've been to U.S. military, okay? Yeah, we talk about anything, okay? So joke about anything because we're very close friends, okay? So they were not offended, no. But let's say dog eating culture in Asia, let's say it's vice, okay? Uh, but America, how about America? America has its own vice too. How about LGBT? I think that's American bias today. Okay, one of many. Okay, how about ultra internationalism? Okay, how about tattoo piercing, marijuana? I think that's American bias. How about me drinking alcohol and instead of drinking protein shake after workout? Well, I went to the gym, right? But I didn't stay there very long. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. That was it. Because I do exercise every day, but in workout session, it's like 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, that's that. But I do so regular basis. Okay. Yeah, I smoke cigarettes. I drink alcohol. Is it my vice? Yeah, according to other people in their frame of reference, their standard. Yeah, yeah. We get to mathematics. Okay. Yeah, my correction of my error. Yeah, we get to that. We take 5 minutes break. Yeah. So what did I do in the gym? Yeah, I ran in the treading mill, not the tread running belt, but just so that it has low impact on my knees. Okay, kind of sliding, right? That kind of cardio, and then some pull-ups and stuff. Calisthenic. Yeah, body weight. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, I kind of felt at home. I felt like came back home in the gym, right? Because it's been 3 years. Yeah, it was nice. Kind of felt like family reunion, although I never met people there before. Okay, but kind of same type of people that I am. Yeah, fitness, right? Yeah. That's this metaphysical family, kind of ideological group, right? Fitness, fitnessism, right? Yeah, so I kind of felt some kind of kinship with people there who exercise, right? At least we have that in common, right? Yeah. So I kind of felt very welcome there. Okay, welcome home. Okay, wayward son. Don't you love that English word, wayward? I love that song, Kansas. Okay, carry on my wayward son. Okay, I love that song. Okay, we take 5 minutes break and we do some mathematics. Okay. Okay. So, uh, mathematics, huh? Well, before mathematics, let's talk about one more thing about Buddhism. Okay, this Mr. Beans, he was picking on in this Mr. Bean TV show. I mean, the yeah, I guess it was British TV show. He was picking on this light blue colored car with three wheels. He's picking on minority. Okay, how many cars in the world have three wheels? I don't like that part. It's kind of Buddhism. Okay, picking on minority like that. I do not like that part. I don't find it funny at all. Okay, just Buddhism. All right, so I don't like that part. What else? Yesterday, after the last night's episode, I watched this documentary about chimpanzees in Africa. Okay, it was very interesting. Yeah, there was guest star Miss Jane Goodall. Okay, yeah, animal rights activist and also scientist, zoologist. Okay, she's cool. So there's some Homer Simpson episode about Jane Goodall, kind of making fun of her. That was funny. Okay, what was the episode about? It was fictional, purely. Okay, so Jane Goodall found some gold and using chimpanzees as laborers in gold mine. Okay, that was funny. Okay, so I guess it was diamonds, diamond mining. That was funny. Anyways, so watch some documentary about chimpanzees in Africa, wild chimpanzees. Okay. So I guess they have some oral tradition or some memory. Yeah. So they know how to use tools to crack the nuts with stone, rocks, with tree trunk. Okay. Yeah. So they don't know how to write in pen with pencil and paper. Chimpanzees in Africa. Okay. But they have eyes and they have brain. They have memory, long-term memory. Okay. So when they see the senior chimpanzees cracking the nut with rocks or wood, they see it and they remember it. So their brain, long-term memory is like paper. Their eyes are like pencil. Okay, so yeah, that kind of tradition in among chimpanzees it get passed on after generation and after generation. In Japan, they have monkeys, Japanese monkeys. Okay, and in Japan they have this natural sauna with this geothermic well, right? Yeah, they have natural sauna. So the story goes, okay, yeah, a Japanese monkey back in the days by mistake fell into this warm water warmed by geothermal heat. And that Japanese monkey stay there because it's warm during the winter time. Okay. So yeah, other monkeys they learn that this water is warm, not cold. So during the winter, okay. So yeah, generation after generation, yeah, they do that. Okay. Warm bath in geothermal pond. Yeah, yeah. So this knowledge about things in monkeys, apes, chimpanzees, yeah, it can get passed down to next generation. Although they don't have paper and pencil, yeah, it's visual observation and long-term memory. That's like paper and pencil, right? Our eyes like pens. Our brain memory is like paper, right? So generation after generation, just like oral tradition. Okay. Although people don't have any, some people did not have any pencil and paper or letters, oral tradition. Okay, yeah, can still pass to the next and next generations, right? Yeah. So monkeys, chimpanzees, they have that too. That was very interesting. And quite surprising stuff that I saw that in the documentary about African chimpanzees that yeah, they're carnivores, right? They're opportunists, they're smart, they're omnivores. They eat plants and they eat animals. So they were hunting smaller monkeys, chimpanzees in Africa. Never seen them before and never knew it. Okay, yeah. Chimpanzees were collectively hunting for smaller monkeys. And that's kind of brutal, cruel, kind of PG-13 material, okay? So I knew, yeah, chimpanzees, they can be very dangerous, okay? Chimpanzees, some people were mauled to death by chimpanzees, okay? They can be very dangerous, right? They're not just funny animals, they can be very strong and very dangerous, okay? Chimpanzees. I knew about that, okay, but I'd never seen chimpanzees hunting for smaller monkeys. Okay, I saw that in the documentary. Okay, I guess they were hungry and they hunted in groups. Okay, so yeah. So chimpanzee language is like zero dimensional. It's like sad, happy, fear, good. I feel good. I feel fear. I'm sad. Or danger. It's very zero dimensional. It's like one verb or one adjective, right? Actually, they have some. I guess you can say it's kind of like a little bit one dimensional too, like spectrum. Okay, like I'm sad, I'm a little bit sad, or I'm very sad. Some vocalization, right? Like yeah, well, eh. Yeah, the loudness of the voice. Okay, I'm happy. Woo! I'm very happy. Woo! Okay, so there's some degree. Okay, I guess it's one dimensional kind of language. Okay, zero dimensional language. What we mean by that is the dot. Okay, you're sad, happy, danger, safe, right? With your vocalization. But there's some degree of that. Very sad, very happy, little bit sad, little bit happy. So I guess it's a one dimensional. Okay? And also a little bit dangerous or very dangerous. Like ah, a little bit safe or very safe. Like ah. Yeah, so I guess chimpanzee language is like kind of two dimensional. Okay, so yeah, they have to some language there. Okay, so yeah, birds they have their language too. Birds, right? Insects they have their own language system too. Right? It's matter of degree. Okay, we human beings, yeah, we pride ourselves have having sophisticated language, but animals, even insects, plus even earthworms. Okay, they have their languages. Yeah, worms, insects. Yeah, some chemicals, pheromones, right? And I'm sure there are varying degrees. Okay, yeah. Dangerous or very dangerous. Yeah, so they have primitive languages. Okay, we are not too much different from them. Okay, so yeah, it's just a matter of degrees. In principle, yeah, we are not too different from them. Okay, so yeah, that was a very interesting documentary. And after this episode, I'm gonna watch about. So yesterday I watched about chimpanzee documentary. today after this episode, I think I'm gonna watch about like gorillas documentary, maybe orangutan, or maybe some other monkeys. Okay, but not bonobos. Okay, they are like too like lecherous, lascivious, right? Lewd, too much like that adult material going on. I don't see that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna watch some gorilla documentaries or orangutan documentaries. Okay, yeah, yeah, they're beautiful. They're very cute, very funny. Okay, yeah, beautiful apes. Right? Maybe I watched that movie back in 1980s, Planet of Apes. Right? Yeah, maybe. But I would prefer watching documentary about apes. Right. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and we'll do some mathematics. I have to correct my error. All right. Okay. All right. We'll take 5 minutes. Yeah. All right. Okay, so mathematics, yeah, let's do it. But before that, one thing about intellectual property. So there's this prodigy in America who became the youngest professor is an American, and she was a professor in Korea for 1 year. 건국 대학교, 건국 University, good school, top 30 university in South Korea. I mean, South Korea, they heavy education emphasis. So top 30 school is very good school. Okay, so hmm? Yeah. So I guess she was probably too young when she was doing PhD as a teenager. Okay, so we understand. Okay, when we are young, okay, we are about justice. We're kind of liberalistic, right? Justice, righteousness, right? Burning heart. Yeah, but uh, so she was upset about this accreditation of her ideas. She claimed in her lawsuit that her professor, PhD advisor, stole her ideas and to get grants and So she didn't quite. She was young. She was a teenager. Okay, she didn't quite understand how business works. Okay, I mean, if I present my idea to my bosses, my advisors, my superiors, and if they don't accredit me, I'm okay with that. Why? Because I'm old enough to know that's just how it goes. That's, no big problem. Okay, if I'm well fed, if I get my salary, I have my job, then I'm happy. Okay, although I don't get credit for my own ideas, it's not that important. Okay, well, ideally, yeah, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, especially when you keep producing, you'll have your day. Okay? So there was this scene in Wonder Woman 1984, quite recent movie. I stopped watching it because it was about red carpet event. I could not relate to that. It's too much elitism, Hollywood elitism. Okay, I could not relate to that. So I stopped watching that movie. But there's some good parts in that movie. Okay, yeah, you'll have your time. Just keep on working. You'll have your time. Okay, I mean, I'm presenting a lot of ideas here in the human series. If some people take this and publish into articles, would I be upset? Maybe a little bit if they don't accredit me. I mean, again, yeah, go ahead and do it. Okay, yeah, publish these ideas if you want to. Okay, you don't have to accredit me, but just give some credit. Just acknowledge that you got this from somebody else. Okay, in a small footnote somewhere in the paper. Okay, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, they don't have to mention my name. Copy and paste these websites in Google YouTube, whatever. I'm not asking that, but because humanology, we are moralists and ethicists. Okay, we don't encourage people to lie about anything. We want people to be honest. Okay, but I don't pursue my own fame, so they don't have to mention my name. If they want to, they may. If they want to copy and paste this Google YouTube website, they may. Okay, but they don't have to. Or at least acknowledge that they got this idea from somebody else. Okay, that's what I'm asking. But Mick Jagger, yeah, Rolling Stones, yeah, they made this music, wonderful music, like da 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 da. Bittersweet symphony that's life. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the rock and roll, the Rolling Stones, yeah, Mick Jagger and his people. Okay, I think they came up with this music, but some younger, they're from Britain, right? Rolling Stones, British invasion back in the days, 1970s. But some younger guy hijacked that song. Mick Jagger and his people, he just gave it to him. Okay, why? Because they have so many international hit songs. Yeah, it's just one song. Yeah, it's a small guy. Yeah, give it to him. Okay, no problem. Okay, and that's very cool. Okay, yeah, let's help out this obscure British up and rising poor guy, young guy. Okay, yeah, yeah, take it. Okay, yeah. I read about that. Okay, anyways. Okay, so yeah, we are busy. Okay, yeah, we just keep producing. Right, if some people steal our ideas, let them, no big deal. Well, hopefully they find some repentance, but whatever, we move on, okay? But we don't encourage lying or theft, intellectual theft, but yeah, we forgive and forget, alright? So, because we are busy, alright? Okay, so it's like this. What x was equal to like a plus 2 minus square root of 2a plus 2, right? Yeah. So limit, limit that's very unorganized part of mathematics. There's a lot to be improved in this limitation mathematics, okay? But a go to infinity, okay, of x. Okay. But there's something wrong in this equation, okay? And it took me a while to realize that. Uh, it was not easy for me to understand error in this, all right? And I'm still a little bit confused, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit confused as well. I'm still confused, just a little bit, okay? So let's simplify this situation, right? Let's say x is equal to a minus square root of a, okay? So as a go to infinity, right? X go to infinity too, but slowly so than a. Why? Because x is equal to a minus square root of a. When a go to infinity, a go to infinity, and square root of a go to infinity too. But square root of a go to infinity slower than a, the speed of infinity concept. Okay. Yeah, the concept I learned when I was in science high school in South Korea. Okay. Kind of elitist institution. All right. I was there for 2 months, all right, and but I learned some good mathematics there, okay, for 2 months, and that was enough. Okay, so I dropped out. Science high school in South Korea. Okay. Yeah, well, I learned good deals there. Yeah. let's not cut some corners here. Okay, so hey. But the thing is this, okay, this limitation, limit mathematics, limit algebra, it's not very well organized. There's some work to be done here. It's incomplete as it is now, right? So we want to enhance this, okay? We are doing analytics, okay? Yeah. Motivated by economics. Okay, economics help mathematics, mathematics help economics. Just like physics help mathematics, mathematics help economics. Okay, it's two-way street. It goes both way. Okay, like in Korean philosophy, Korean metaphysics back in like 1600, 1500s. Okay, Yi and Ki. Okay, there's Mr. Lee and Mr. Lee Hwang. They're all in Korean dollar currency. Okay, Korean currency won. All right. Mr. Lee 1,000 won, Mr. Yuhang 5,000 won, 10,000 won. That's like Mr. King Sejong, the wise king, the Solomon of Korea. Okay. Anyways, so infinite they are not all equal. Okay, so yeah. So how can we improve this thing? Okay. There are varying degrees of infinity. Okay, so So the motivation was this, okay? The error I made is this. The gap between X and A. I mean, what is X and what is A? It was like sigmoid function, right? And here's your A, and here's your X, and X is the profit maximization point that maximizes this rectangle, okay? Is most of the time it's slightly less than A, okay? Yeah. So the gap between X and A, there's like A minus X, alright? So what is A minus X? Okay. This gap, right? It becomes infinity, okay? So as A becomes very big, the gap widens actually. Okay, and there's some intuitive way to explain that. Why? Because if this A is far away from this y-axis, okay, A goes big to the positive infinity, okay, then I wrote this down in my notebook with pencil and paper. It does make sense, okay? The gap actually goes to infinity, okay? So X and A, they don't quite become equal as A become infinity, okay? Actually, it becomes wider gaps, okay? So that is quite counterintuitive because so far, as of now in 2021, this limitation mathematics, limitation algebra is there are some defects there. So there's some rooms to improve upon. Okay. And we're gonna fix that. It's purely mathematics problem. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna make this better. Okay. So yeah, we got some job to do here. Because not all infinities are the same. There's some slow infinity, fast infinity. There's some difference between slow and fast infinities. The speed of infinity. Okay. Yeah. So the beginning point will be this. Okay. Limit will have will define this. Okay. X go to infinity, right? Of X, we call it alpha. That's a unit infinity, just like in number theory when we used to do. Okay, so size of natural numbers, that's alpha, right? Analogy to that, okay, so there with the definitional property, okay, so if you do that, uh, then things will start to look differently, okay, so it will not be just infinity, right? It will be more sophisticated, okay, so yeah, this infinity algebra kinda, okay, so if you like, yeah, we have to explore this absorption rule and stuff. That's not gonna be easy. there's a lot to do here. Okay, so yeah, and I don't know the answer yet. Okay, what I'm prepared to say is that this gap between A and X it widens as A go bigger and bigger, right? And it makes intuitive sense, right? Yeah, I wrote it down in my pencil and paper notebook. Okay, so but I'm running out of these whiteboards, so yeah, I cannot share them with you. Okay, if I ever become famous, they will preserve my notebooks, pencil and paper. Okay, and they will translate it to digital form like Microsoft Word or LaTeX, whatever. And then you will get shared with the rest of the world. Otherwise, uh, I don't know. So we are having this moment. Yeah, Fermat's last theorem. Mr. Fermat, like 500 years ago, he said, yeah, he proved this Fermat's theorem, right? Fermat's conjecture. But he was running out of space in his notebook, right? But did he actually prove that or not? We don't know, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand this particular part. Okay, so as I go to infinity, yeah, the gap between x and a it widens, right? It does make intuitive sense. Okay, but I don't have complete solution yet, though. I don't. Infinity algebra, yeah, is undeveloped area, so there's plenty of room to improve upon. Okay, so. Well, let's take first attempt here in the little room that we have. By absorption rule that we talked about way before. Okay, this is alpha. Okay, alpha plus minus constant is alpha, right? 'Cause alpha is infinity, unit infinity, right? So okay. And alpha times constant is not equal to alpha, right? Yeah. Okay. So this guy, limit of a minus x. What is this? Alpha plus two. Yeah, it's like this is like a square root of two alpha minus two. Yeah, get absorbed. Okay, so absorbed. It doesn't make sense. Okay, okay. It's square root of two alpha. Okay, so this is not is equal to zero. Okay, so yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. Now we got it. We got it. Okay, so it's alpha infinity theory. Infinity theory, alpha infinity theory. We have unit alpha. Okay, yeah, it makes sense now. Okay, so okay. In alpha infinity theory, right? Yeah, it's very simple. Okay, so alpha is unit infinity. When x go to infinity of x, yeah, we put it alpha infinity. Okay, it's a variable. It's not a constant. Okay. Alpha plus minus c is alpha. Okay, but c times alpha is not equal to alpha. Okay, so okay, it's absorption rule, right? Preservation rule. All right, yeah, okay, we got it. All right. I was confused because this limitation limit algebra as of today in 2021 is not complete. It has many shortcomings, defects. Okay, so we are correcting the old school mathematics as we go along. Why? Because we are dealing with some frontier, leading edge. We don't want it to be bleeding edge, okay? Because we do not want to bleed, but leading edge, okay? So there's some rough edges to smooth out, okay? So that's what we are doing here, okay? We are doing motivated by economics, okay? Sometimes we are motivated by physics, but we are doing economics nowadays, okay? So okay, we got it. Infinity algebra theory, okay? So in analytics, I think, okay? Funny here, right? Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? I have to step back and go back to the plain paper and pencil world on my bedroom because I it's getting deeper and deeper. Okay, and that's why I quit physics. That's why I quit mathematics when I was in school. It's like rabbit hole, never ending rabbit hole. Okay, I just you dig deeper. There's no rock bottom in the world of mathematics and physics. You can always go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like, oh, that's why I quit physics once or twice. I came back to it. That's why I quit mathematics. That's why I dropped out of PhD program. It just get too big, too deep. All right, and I have to call night. I give up. Right, it's too profound. It just on like that forever. There's no rock bottom in mathematics. All right, I thought there was yesterday, last night. You saw me saying it. The world of mathematics or physics, it's just you can always divide by half, going forever, right? Zeno's paradox, kinda. As Zeno's paradox, we have solution for that. You cannot stop the time. Time is a constant speed, right? Yeah. So Zeno's paradox, yeah, we have solution for that. Okay, so the time does not slow down. Yeah. This arrow hitting the wall, you divide in half and half, yeah, so you never reach the wall, but not so because time has constant speed. Okay, so time does not stop. Time does not slow down. With Albert Einstein was wrong, right? Time does not slow down. Okay, so it is proved. Okay, Zeno's paradox back in Greeks like 2,000 years ago or more than that. Okay, yeah, it's easy. Time has constant speed. Okay, time does not slow down. Okay, yeah, yeah, arrow will hit the wall. Okay, yeah. Sophism. Yeah, but it's good question to ask. Very interesting, philosophically profound, right? But when it comes to mathematics, right? Yeah, alpha plus one is alpha because alpha is variable and one is constant. Alpha plus 1 trillion is equal to alpha. So alpha is always moving. Okay, so dynamic versus static, variable versus constant. This distinction between two entities, variables and constants, in the dynamic versus static. Okay, it could be 1 trillion. Okay, but it's staying there. It's not going anywhere. But alpha is constantly moving forward. So yeah, alpha plus 1 trillion is equal to alpha plus one is equal to alpha. Okay, but when we expand that, two times alpha is not equal to one times alpha. Why? Because two times alpha minus one alpha is alpha. Three times alpha minus one alpha is two alpha. Okay, they are still variables, but alpha minus alpha is zero. It becomes constant. Okay, so how about two alpha minus two to the alpha? Can we ignore two alpha and just go with minus two to the alpha exponential? I don't think so. Okay, if you two times alpha is still variable, right? That's what I think. With alpha, there's unit infinity in analytics. In number theory, yeah, alpha is the magnitude, the cardinality of natural numbers. Okay, so perhaps our next task or next project will be to formalize this alpha algebra. Okay, It's about infinity. Infinity algebra. Okay. Yeah. Like in Bible, God said, yeah, he's Alpha and Omega, but there's Greek letters. Beginning and at the end. Let's get away from mathematics for a second. Okay. Yeah, that's great. God said his beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega. Okay. You have Alpha male and you have Omega male. King and servant, employer, employee. In humanology, we recommend that people be able to do both. You learn how to be the both, the leader, and at the same time you learn how to be a servant, can serve on leadership, right? Circular, right? Yeah. That's balanced approach in humanology because that's what humanology advocate for, balance. Right? Yeah. We're running out of these whiteboards, okay? Because there are some things I wrote down in whiteboards. I have 10 of them, okay? I haven't written them down yet, but I cannot just erase them because I cannot replicate them without looking at them, okay? So, because they are not you, not these concepts. Some easy concepts, like quadratic equation, yeah, I can erase that because I can replicate it. It's easy enough. But otherwise, I cannot replicate them without looking at them. Yeah, that's why I cannot erase anymore. So maybe tomorrow I will start to write this down. Okay. So that I can erase some of them. All right. Yeah. We're not doing physics, we are doing economics. Okay. And guess what? When I was doing physics, when I was in Madison, Wisconsin undergrad, had to stop doing it because it's like never ending rabbit hole. Like Alice's Wonderland. Okay. So I had to stop. Why? Because I have to graduate college, have to get a job, pay my bills, and become an adult, independent, financially. When I was in Madison, Wisconsin, doing undergrad, computer science major, my parents and siblings supported me, and I got some scholarship too, also federal Pell Grant too. Okay, well, I cannot just rely on other people for paying bills to buy my food. I had to graduate college and get a job and pay my own bills because I was getting older and older. So I had to put a stop in this physics inquiry, mathematical inquiry. Okay, it was never ending rabbit hole when I was studying independently in my spare time because I had to graduate from college and get a job, pay my bills. But later on, I picked it up again. That's where we are here. That's where I am now. Well, now that I got a job, I got college degree, law school degree. I went to U.S. Army too. I made a movie. Okay, so now I have some spare time. Then I found myself to be back there again, never-ending rabbit hole in mathematics. All right, and I had to stop it. Why? Tomorrow I have to get back to work. Okay, tonight I have to eat food. I cannot afford to be addicted to mathematics, so I had to put a stop in there. But if I'm not sleepy in my bed tonight, on my bed, I have pencil and paper, notebook, okay? I try to figure this out, right? But we have some preliminary answers here. Yeah. It's static versus dynamic, right? Yeah, constant is constant. So alpha plus C is alpha because alpha is always moving forward, right? C is just standing still, so alpha plus 1, right? Alpha is a variable, 1 is constant, okay? Alpha always move charge forward. Alpha plus 1, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Going forever. Alpha plus 1, 2, 3, okay? Alpha is like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? Alpha plus 1 is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? What's the difference? Alpha goes forever, okay? So alpha plus 1 and alpha, they become equal. Okay? Alpha plus 1 trillion. When alpha gets to that point, trillion plus 1, trillion plus 2, it makes no difference, okay? But alpha times 2, 2 alpha, that's a different story, okay? Yeah. Or 2 to the alpha, okay? Or square root of alpha. Yeah, alpha does not just disappear, okay? Alpha is still there, alright? Yeah. So we cannot quite ignore that. But how about 1 over alpha? I think we can ignore that. Why? Because alpha get bigger and bigger. 1 over alpha gets smaller and smaller, okay? So alpha plus 1 over alpha, right? As alpha get bigger and bigger, 1 over alpha gets smaller and smaller. Yeah, we can ignore that. But alpha plus 2 to the alpha, we cannot ignore alpha. Why? Yeah, 2T alpha gets very bigger very fast, but alpha get bigger, although more slowly than 2T alpha, but it's still increasing. Okay, so yeah, we cannot quite ignore that. Okay, so that's the direction of alpha news. Okay, so alpha plus 1 over alpha is alpha. Why? Because alpha is positive direction increasing variable. 1 over alpha, it becomes 0 as alpha go forward, right? But alpha minus square root of alpha, okay, we cannot get rid of the square root of alpha. Why? Because alpha minus square root of alpha minus square root of alpha equals to negative infinity. And alpha go to positive infinity, okay? So we cannot just get rid of square root of alpha. Okay, yeah, we're kind of getting it, right? Okay, okay, okay. Alpha algebra, right? Yeah. We are about to breaking on new ground in mathematics. Right. Yeah, we are witnessing the science in the making, mathematics in the making. Okay. There's something very unique about this human series, right? I don't know the answer yet. We're trying to figure it out in real time together. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I have to get back to the basic and work on this with my pencil and paper because notebook, plenty of pages, right? And pencil, plenty of pencil, this pith, okay? The core of pencil. It's not like this whiteboard and pens. We have limited space. I only have 10 whiteboards, okay? But when it comes to paper and pencil, I have plenty of room there. Just flip the page in notebook, okay? 100 pages notebook, okay? So after this episode, I will eat, watch some documentaries about orangutan or gorilla, some apes. Fascinating, beautiful, cute, okay? And then after that, after I eat, watch some documentaries about apes. I watched chimpanzees yesterday. Today, maybe gorilla or orangutan. Okay, I don't know which one. Most like a gorilla. Okay, yeah, that big, fantastic, right? Orangutan, very cute. Okay, maybe that will tomorrow. Okay, so I'm inclined to watch documentary about gorillas. Okay, so and I'll be eating, and then if I don't fall asleep right away in my bedroom, yeah, I try to work this out. We got some starting point here, right? It has to do with directionality, right? Alpha plus one over alpha, right? It becomes alpha. Because as alpha is increasing, going to infinity, right? Infinity unit. One over alpha, as alpha increases, it decreases, it becomes closer to zero, right? Okay. So alpha plus one over alpha is alpha. And also alpha plus some constant plus minus constant c is equal to alpha. Okay. Okay. But alpha plus minus square root of alpha, that is not equal to alpha. Why? Because square root of alpha, if it's plus, it's increasing. If it's minus, it's decreasing to infinity. It's still variable, right? But 1 over alpha, they are variable, but there's some convergence to zero. Okay, okay, okay. So there's a second distinction. Okay. Fourth distinction in alpha algebra is variable versus constant. Alpha and some constant c. It could be 1 trillion. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make any difference. Okay? Constant is static. Alpha is variable. It's dynamic. Right. It's always going forward. All right. But alpha versus 1 of alpha. 1 of alpha is because alpha is always increasing. 1 of alpha is always decreasing. It becomes zero. Plus minus zero. Plus minus 1 of alpha. Okay. 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 So we can ignore that term. Okay. So alpha plus 1 of alpha is alpha, and alpha plus 1 is also alpha. Okay. That's the beginning point. It's about convergence. Okay. convergence and divergence. Right. We're getting one step closer to this alpha algebra, the mystery of alpha algebra, right? Infinity algebra. Okay. We're getting closer to it. We get to the bottom of this. Okay. I think this is rock bottom. Some finality in jurisprudence, court trial, and contracts. Okay. Yeah, some finality. Okay. Let them get it done and over with and move on to the next stage of their life, next chapter of their life. Okay. Yes, I'm a lawyer. Okay. So some judges, they talk about that. Okay. Okay. Very good. All right. All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye. I gotta eat my food and watch some documentaries about gorillas and go to bed. Figure all this out. Okay. So, and take a nap. I mean, go to bed, sleep, maybe have some dreams, and then get back to work tomorrow. Okay. So, but I had very interesting dream last night. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, before we finish this episode, I will tell you some of my dreams that I had last night. Okay, because I cannot skip this. It was very interesting dream. Okay, so for the record, okay, so it was very interesting dream. Okay, I have to share this with you. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, okay, and I tell you about the dream I had last night, and we'll wrap it up for tonight. Okay, all right. All right. Okay, some dream story. It was a funny dream, right? Yeah. I mean, you had dreams too, right? Yeah, I had dreams of my own, and it was very interesting dreams. That's why I'm compelled to tell you about this dream. Okay, it was so interesting. So it was like funny. Okay, so it was in a church building, right? I was an actor to show this performance. Okay, so I was in the wedding room. Okay, there are a lot of other actors, performers too, right? So in the wedding room, green room, in this church for our performance gala. Okay, so I was waiting. Okay, in church pews, these church benches, right? And I saw my pastor, one of my past pastors there. Okay, and because in my dream is based on memory, right? So yeah, it's based on memory. Sometimes I see my bosses, former colleagues, my friends, former bullies, school bullies. I see all kind of people. Sometimes in my dream, I see my parents, grandparents, my siblings. Okay, yeah, dreams are like that. Okay, for anybody. Okay, so we are in this green room, waiting room for our performance in gala event, some acting, some theater play with live audience. Okay, so I'm kind of recomposing this dream a little bit. Okay, so I was waiting. Okay, and left of me, there was this lady. She was brunette. I think she was like Asian lady, attractive, maybe mixed race, but maybe half Caucasian, half Asian. I don't know. Maybe 100% Asian. I don't know. Okay. Because she didn't show me her face. She showed me her hair, long, straight, black hair, brunette. Okay. I think she was like at least part Asian, right? And she sat next to me on my left side in this dream that have had last night. Okay, and slowly she leaned on me on my arm, and it felt so good. It felt so good. She was young. She was attractive, fair skin, brunette hair. Okay, she was mostly Asian. Okay, at least, right? And when she leaned on my arm, left arm, it felt so good. I didn't do anything. Okay, I just felt the sensation in my dream that it was like really, it felt really good. And on my right side, so in the pew bench, church bench, okay, I was sitting on the right corner. Okay, yeah, you can interpret my dream all you want. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I was on my right corner of this church bench, pew sit. Okay, long bench, right? Church bench. I was on the right corner, okay, and she was on my left side, and she came with her friend, female friend, okay, and she leaned on me on my left arm like this, okay, and it felt really good, okay, more and more gradually as seconds, more second, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, okay, the feeling of this positive feeling sensation. There's this beautiful young lady. She's like at least part Asian, mostly Asian lady, young lady, very attractive, okay, with fair skin, okay, just like any Korean girl. Okay, so she was young, her age, early to mid 20s, like between 21 and 25, something like that, okay. She was quite young in my dream, right? She leaned on my left arm, like here. Not quite shoulder, but about there, okay? Tricep, okay? And it felt good as seconds go by. It felt better and better and better, okay? On my backseat, I'm very good. In church, you have these benches after benches after benches, okay? Bench horizontal, but vertical too. So in my back row, on my right side, I was at the very end of right corner of this bench. She was on my left side, this Asian lady, okay, young lady. Behind my back, there's another church bench, far right corner, and there was this lady. She was kind of, I'm 42, okay? She was about maybe 31, okay? This Asian lady on my left, on the same bench, she was like early to mid 20s, okay? But the lady behind me, the far right corner of the church bench behind my bench, on the far right edge, she was like a Indian or maybe halfway between Indian and African. Okay, I looked back and her skin color was like Indian, like brown. Okay, but her hairstyle was more African style, kind of frizzled. Okay, yeah, she's very beautiful, attractive. Okay, yeah. So I guess yeah, she was a half African, half Indian. Okay, but I asked her name. She said her name is like start with K, like Kimbell or Kimbet, Kimbot, whatever. Okay, Kimbo, Lord Kimbo. That's like X-File episode in that. Jules Chung's whatever. Okay, so but her name, she's because I asked her name. Okay, why? Because she was whispering at me. Hey, you watch out that Asian girl because once you fall in love with him, love with her, you'll never get out of her. Okay, so watch out. Okay, it's a trap. So I was like, she was whispering at me on my right ear. Okay. Okay, lady. Yeah, what's your name? Because I'm not sure if you have good intention or bad intention. Are you jealous or are you good person or bad person? Are you saying this out of jealousy or are you a good person, bad person? So what's your name, lady? She's a half Indian, South Asia Indian, and half African. Okay. Her hairstyle is more like Indi African, and her skin color was more Indian. Okay, so and she said her name is like Kimbell, Kimbot, like start with K with some M, L, B in it. Okay, so Kimboto, Kimball, Kimblet, some Aboriginal name, right? It's not European name. No, it was halfway between Indian name and African name. Like uh, Kublat or something like that. Okay, so it was very exotic and very cool. Okay, she whispered in my right ear from behind my back. Okay, hey, watch out for that Asian girl. Okay, because if you fall in love with her, you will never get out of there. Okay. I was like, oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you for advice, lady. So yeah, this increasing degree of pleasure, this young Asian lady, very attractive, okay, leaning on my left arm, like tricep area, not shoulder, not elbow, but in the middle, okay, tricep area. She was leaning on me, and I felt her head. She had long black hair, brunette, and very fair skin. Okay, mostly Asian lady. Okay, and then as seconds go by, my physical pleasure because I'm a man and she was a lady in my dream. Okay, got amplified. Okay, as seconds go by, I felt greater and greater pleasure, and then okay, then this lady behind me advised me against this lady, and then I was like in my dream last night. It was very elaborate dream. I remember every single detail of that dream. Okay, so because I have good memory. I don't smoke marijuana. Okay, I have good memory. Okay, I don't have any tattoos or piercings either. Okay. Piercing, yeah, when I was younger, Madison, Wisconsin, early 20s, one here, but it's sealed up. Okay, so I can experiment with these earrings when I was young and dumb. Okay, whatever. Okay. So, yeah, so after I heard this half African, half Indian, South Asia Indian ladies advisement, I had some seconds of this mostly Asian lady, young, beautiful, beautiful, in my dream. Okay, last night. So I jerked out my left arm a little bit, and I felt her fingernails like clawing, like a cat. I had that experience before because yeah, when I visited my friend American friend's house, they have a cat. Okay, they have this retractable claw. Okay, it was kind of like that. So I jerked my left arm a little bit, and I felt the pang of her feline, feminine claw holding on to me. So I was a little bit alarmed. So I tried to get out of her grip a little bit more, and her fingernail, fingernails grew longer, like cats' retractable fingernails, and I realized I was in a trap. But somehow, yeah, I got out of there, okay? Got out of her, and then I went to the stage in this church performance. It was a theatrical play. What happened next in this dream? I'll tell you after 5 minutes. It's a beautiful dream, right? Adventure, not nightmare, but it's like a movie. Goods and bads, adventure, right? Interesting dream. I remember the dream. That's why I'm sharing with you, okay? Because it was very interesting. Get inspired. You don't have to accredit me, okay? So just say in the footnote or title sequence at the end of the movie that you got this idea from somebody else, okay? I give you to for free, but don't lie about it, right? Just acknowledge that you got this idea from somebody else. You don't have to mention my name. If you want to, you may. If you want to copy and paste this Google YouTube web page address, you may. Okay, but you don't have to. But don't lie. Just acknowledge in one line at the end of the movie or some footnote of your book that you got this idea from somebody else. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Okay. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break, and I'll tell you the rest of this dream. Okay. I'm kind of recomposing a little bit, okay, because yeah. Ah, okay. The dream sequence. Alright. But then we wrap it up for tonight. Okay, so I can barely walk. All right. So somehow I got up this eagle claw of this mostly Asian lady on my left side. Okay, listening to this lady behind my back on the right side. Okay, so I barely crawled out of that situation, and then I realized I was naked, naked, naked. Okay, so yeah, but in dreams, you know how it goes. Okay, you get what you need. Okay, in my dream, when I'm thirsty, in my dream because I'm sleeping, I have my water bottle next to my pillow. Okay, so but when I'm sleeping, I don't get to hydrate. Right, so whatever. But in this dream, yeah, I have my blanket. Okay, so I cover my body with blanket because I was naked, naked, nude, nudity. Okay, so I went to the stage. There was audience, about 50 people, most likely less than 100 in the church audience. Okay, but it was a show, it was a play, screenplay, this theater event, local. Okay, maybe about 50 people, 70 people, less than 100. Okay, so I wrapped myself with blanket. I think it was a blue blanket, something like that. Okay, or green. I think it was a blue blanket. Okay, and I sat down, and there was this wall on the stage behind me. Squatting down like this, okay, wrapping up myself with this blanket like this because I was naked, and their audience, about 70 people. Okay, what did they do? At first, they laughed at me. Hey, look at that guy! He's so lazy. He's wrapping on himself with a blanket as he's squatting down and leaning against the wall, squatting down on the stage floor, and he's gonna fall asleep. And I did. And then I looked, opened my eyes and looked at audience members in this theatrical stage performance. I was just sleeping, wrapping myself, my naked body with this blanket, right? And I fell asleep, okay. And then I opened my eyes, and the audience there, they had their blankets, 70 or 50 of them. Each of them had their blankets, and they fell asleep too. Isn't it cool? One of a kind, okay? One of a kind, right? I don't think there has any theatrical production in the human history where an actor on stage, limelight, spotlight, he's naked and he wraps himself with this blanket and falling asleep on stage. And the audience members, they follow the suit. They had their own blankets, like in airplane, yeah, you have, even if you are economic class like I was, you have your blanket, okay, and they're falling asleep too in the audience seats. 70 one of them, okay. So actor on the stage falling asleep, he's naked with blanket, he's falling asleep, and audience members, 70 of them, they are falling asleep too with their blanket, okay. So strange dream, so real, very creative. I bet many movies and novels is based on their dreams that they had like night prior, right? How interesting, right? Then I woke up and I went back to work. Okay? Alright, enough said. Right, so this mathematics alpha algebra, infinity algebra, yeah, I get to bottom of this. I think about this, okay? So alpha plus c, alpha plus minus c is alpha, and alpha plus minus one of alpha is alpha. I don't know. But there's some more to that, okay? Because alpha minus square root of alpha, that's not equal to alpha. It cannot be, okay? If you factor it with alpha, becomes alpha, okay? So yeah, we have to oh stretch this out, figure this out, okay? We have to work this out, okay? Because alpha minus square root of alpha, that's not equal to alpha, okay? But so we have to come up with some rules, algebraic axioms, right? I have to work this out. So that's the task ahead. It's like it's a big project in mathematics, right? Alpha minus square root of alpha cannot be equal to alpha. It's still infinity, okay? It's not the same degree of alpha, right? So we have to go back to the basics, pencil and paper. Yeah, I've made notebooks, okay, so I've made pencils, okay, so I have to figure this out, alright, so will this economist paper ever be done? I hope so. In a month or two, I hope so. But yeah, someone got into this mathematics, right? Yeah, so that's why I abandoned mathematics before because it's never ending rabbit hole, okay, so but I'm mature now. more than before. Okay. I'm 42 years old. I know when to stop, where to stop. Because I have to work, go back to work tomorrow morning. All right. Mathematics, economics is just hobby, right? So I set a boundary line, right? I know when to stop, right? Okay. It's a good stopping point, okay? So God bless you. Okay. Don't get addicted to mathematics, okay? I'm not. I know when to stop. Alcohol, cigarette, I know when to stop, okay? Yeah. Because I gotta get back to work tomorrow. When I'm at work, I don't do mathematics, I don't do cigarettes, I don't do alcohol. I just work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, okay? I know my limits. I know when to stop, okay? Yeah. Okay? All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye. God bless you.